Welcome to the third episode of Chief Chat, where we highlight what's happening around Cherokee and the traditions that help define our school community. In this episode, we will be shining a spotlight on Mr. Cherokee, an annual event that brings together senior contestants for a night of talent, humor, and school spirit. More than just a competition, Mr. Cherokee showcases leadership, creativity, and character as the participants represent their peers while raising money and giving back to the community. Through spirited performances, teamwork behind the scenes, and support of the students and staff, the event reflects pride, unity, and tradition, demonstrating how coming together can create lasting memories and strengthen bonds within our school.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
I'm Jack. This is Sam.
I'm Jaylen.
I'm Steven.
Sorry.
Well, it's been a little bit since Mr. Cherokee, a month or two. How you guys feel after it? You know?
I mean, it's been great. Winning was pretty nice, and I never really won anything in Cherokee, so like it was nice to actually be able to get something.
Yeah, I had a great time. Good time making bonds, good memories with some great people.
Yeah, it's like pretty nice because like, I feel like Mr. Cherokee, you know, it's very interesting because like of all the work and stuff you do, and it seems like a very fun experience. I didn't really have time to do it, but it seemed very fun, and like getting the chance to like just go on stage, just do whatever and like show your talents and I don't think it's about winning at the end of the day, but to just have fun. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean the experience was really nice, and I'm really glad I did it. Like I wasn't really gonna do it, but then I decided that like Miss Chachka really got me into it, and I decided I was gonna do it. I mean, I didn't even pick my act till like the last minute. I didn't really finish, and she didn't see it yet, but she like, I could kind of do it.
So Jaylen, did you expect to win, Mr. Cherokee?
No, I didn't.
Why was it such a surprise?
I mean, I won like the best. I didn't know you could win two things for one, and I also thought like there was a lot of like, I thought there was better acts in my act, but like I don't know.
Also, Jaylen, why did you choose Mr. Cherokee?
Well, like I said, like Miss Chachka really got me into it, and they were like asking for people to do it. I wasn't gonna do it in the beginning, and then I saw that my other friends were doing it. So I mean, if they dropped it, I probably would have dropped it too. But I'm glad I did it.
So like you were like saying like you wouldn't like do it because like your friends would probably quit. Was that like kind of? Was there like a moment or for like both of you for like that you wanted to quit because of consumption with like sports? Like, did you guys do any sports while this was happening or that were like taking up time?
Yeah, so I was playing basketball during the winter, and then we had like a meeting with the people that were gonna do it and people that were like on the border. Most of us were all on the border because none of us had our acts right before winter break, I believe it was. But then Miss Chachka was able to tell all of us, like, it's going to be good. It'll be a good experience. And it was. Had a good time. Like, watching Jaylen win with his voice, it was pretty good experience.
For me, it was like I kind of just wanted. I didn't want to do it by myself just because, like, I mean, I was already nervous enough. Like, I feel like if I was just there by myself and, like, my other friends weren't also doing it with me, it would have been, like, a little harder. That makes sense.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense because it's easier to do it with like people you know and like people that you like trust.
And it made it like more fun for like, the dance and stuff. Yeah.
Because it's just supposed to be like a fun experience to just be with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it definitely looked very much so fun, I would say. You know?
Yeah.
So, Steven, what inspired you to perform Hey There, Delilah?
So I was in a car ride back from visiting my grandparents in Missouri, and it just like came on in my AirPods, And then I was kind of just like, this sounds like a fun song to do something with. And then eventually, after talking to people, I was like, might as well. And then, I mean, the rest of it just came like within the coming weeks. I was just like, this might spice it up a little bit, make it a little more interesting.
Also, how did you feel on stage by yourself with everyone in front of you?
I was so nervous.
Stage
It was
fright, yeah.
it was nerve wracking just going out there and just getting down in just swim trunks in front of I don't know how many people there were, but it was nerve wracking to say the least. But I only messed up like one line, so I was happy about that.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, it's very much so stressful because both of you were just straight up singing, and it's very nerve wracking because some other contestants just like dance and like do like other like talents and sort, but like both of you just sang for the most part, and
Yeah, it was pretty nerve wracking. I mean, I was just out there with like a stool and a light. I don't know. I couldn't really see anybody, but I could like hear people I know.
I mean, yeah, your eyes were just blinded, so you had
Yeah.
so you didn't really see, but like you probably saw.
Yeah, the main part I saw, I figured it was a little offbeat. I got told, but I was fine with that. But the only thing I really saw was people going with the lights back and forth, and that gave me a little more confidence just to keep going and have a little more fun with it.
That just shows like everybody's having fun. Just
Yeah, exactly.
you're still bringing everybody together.
It's true.
Yeah, you love a good light wave.
Oh yeah.
Light wave.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on Chiefs Chat.
Yep.
It
It
Thanks
was
for
nice
having
being
me.
here. Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Yeah, thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
of course.
All right.
Welcome back to our next segment of Chief Chat. We have Tony and Ethan, who are both on Mr. Cherokee. We'll start off with Tony. How much behind-the-scenes work went into your disco dance theme skit?
Well, I didn't know what I was gonna do until about like a week and a half before. Honestly, I was stressing about it a lot of different ideas. And then out of nowhere, my mom came up with a great idea to do a disco dance. And I got like 5 of my friends. And we did like 4 or 5 rehearsals for about an hour each. And then by the last one, we got it down pretty much perfectly. Took a lot of time, though. A lot of time, a lot of stress, but it worked out in the end. So I was happy with it.
How was it balancing playing basketball for Cherokee and preparing to perform on the stage?
Oh, very tough, very time consuming. I actually remember we had an away game at Lenape the night before Mr. Cherokee, and we lost, so we were all in a bad mood, but we had to go to the North Gym at like 8 o'clock in our uniforms and rehearse one more time before the skit. So definitely a lot of work.
Yeah, it definitely seems very like time consuming, and like the amount of like time for like Mr. Cherokee, like in total, how much did you say? Much time do you spend in Mr. Cherokee, like for both of you, like in total?
You can start with that one, eh?
Yeah, I'll take this one. Yeah, it was rough with the time. So much going on. I know Tone's being humble here, but him and his boys, they really pulled it together in a very short amount of time.
Tell me about it. I mean, talk about a good skit, am I right? I'm talking about your skit, by the way.
Oh shucks. All right. Well, and him and I, we shared our actors, so people in his
Right.
skit were in mine as well. So it was really tough with the timing on that. In terms of rehearsals, and they were so on it where every day they were practicing.
And you're in my basement, actually, we both rehearsed our skits.
Yeah, we
the
had
first time.
we had a co-rehearsal
Right.
very
That's
early on.
awesome.
So you just like work together, or similar?
Pretty much, yeah. Hand in hand. I mean, me and Tone from the start, we were a little. Yeah, I know we talked about this, but we were a little reluctant. Not reluctant, but we were a little shy, a little timid and nervous because we're just little guys. We're just poor little guys.
And we wanted to be in the skit. We knew we wanted to be in Mr. Cherokee. We didn't all want to be like the faces of it, though.
Yeah, and I'm so glad the way it all worked out. Man.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad we ended up being
Yeah, we just had
kind of pushed into it. We
yeah. But we had a
unwillingly.
blast.
We did.
Part of my voice cracked, but we had a blast.
Did somebody like help you like push yourself into like Mr. Cherokee, or
Yeah, Ms. Chachko actually, one of the co-runners, went up to us and said, I believe her exact words were, "At this point, you have no choice in getting in it," because we were a little slow. But I'm so glad we got pushed into it.
And we knew we had to step up as leaders of the school and
Yeah, and as students,
as students.
Yeah.
So, like, Ethan, like, how'd you feel going on stage with all your friends?
Oh man, let me tell you about this. I'll start with leading up to it. Words can't even describe like that stress. Credit where credit is due to all the stage people out there, all the actors, because I can't even. I was seeing stars. I was dizzy. I couldn't put one foot in front of the other. But I will say, as soon as I was out on the stage in front of people, it was like just like locked in completely. Honestly, most fun I think I've had in years doing anything. Which I don't do a lot of fun things. I normally sit at home and read.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not saying much.
All right, but it was really just like I felt just utter zen. I found my chi. I think I found my chi right before, and that was the big part. Being able to harness that chi, and it was just a lot of fun, calming fun.
So, like, how'd you come up with the idea for, like, your skit? Like,
You know, that is an excellent question. My skit, for those who don't know, basically described a tale I said from my childhood. Believe it or not, it is actually a falsified story, but where I fell in love. I discovered love for the first time. And it loosely inspired on a tale of me and my buddies in middle school when just some kind of nutty guy chased us down the street because we, like, drove by we walked by his house looking a little... and we, like, stared too long. It was a nutty guy.
Right.
And he chased us down the street, and we were just all spooked. And somehow out of that, I got Mr. Silverman and his antics. So, you know, everything happens for a reason, so I'm glad that guy chased us down.
That definitely makes sense.
Gave me a skit, yeah.
Definitely makes sense.
As we wrap up this episode of Chief Chat, it's clear that Mr. Cherokee is more than just a night of competition. It's a celebration of everything that makes our school community strong, the talent, humor, and dedication shown by contestants like Ethan Coffina, Jaylen Duncan, Steven Barbagiovanni, and Tony Fuscia. We see what it truly means to represent Cherokee with pride. Congrats to this year's winner, Jaylen Duncan, and to all the participants for their hard work and commitment. Events like Mr. Cherokee remind us that when we come together to support one another, we create lasting memories and continue the tradition that define Cherokee.